Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered if we're truly alone? For decades, stories of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, have captivated our imaginations. But are they just stories, or is there something more? Today we're diving deep into some of the most compelling pieces of evidence that suggest we might not be alone in this vast universe. We're not talking about blurry photos or far-fetched tales. We're looking at declassified government documents, credible eyewitness testimonies from trained observers, and head-scratching physical evidence. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore the reality behind the mystery. First, let's talk about official government acknowledgments. For years, the topic of UFOs was dismissed by many as fringe science. That all changed in 2020 when the Pentagon officially declassified and released 3 videos taken by U.S. Navy pilots. These videos, known as FLIR, Gimbal, and GoFast, show unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs as the government now calls them. In the footage, these objects perform maneuvers that defy our current understanding of aerodynamics. They accelerate to hypersonic speeds without any visible means of propulsion, and make instantaneous changes in direction that would be impossible for any known aircraft. What's most compelling isn't just the videos themselves, but the reactions of the highly trained pilots witnessing them. You can hear their genuine astonishment and confusion. These aren't just random people with a camera. They are career military pilots whose job it is to identify what's in the sky. In June 2021, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence released a preliminary report on UAPs. This report analyzed 144 incidents reported by military personnel between 2004 and 2021. Of these, 143 remained unexplained. The report stated that these objects appeared to remain stationary in winds aloft, move against the wind, maneuver abruptly, or move at considerable speed without discernible means of propulsion. It even noted unusual flight characteristics, such as potential radio frequency energy emissions. While the report didn't conclude that these objects are extraterrestrial, it openly admitted that they represent a genuine mystery and a potential national security concern. This official shift from outright denial to public acknowledgement marks a monumental turning point in the study of UFOs. Next up, we have cases with multiple high-quality witnesses, particularly from pilots and military personnel. One of the most famous examples is the 2004 USS Nimitz incident, which is where the FLIR video came from. Over 2 weeks, the USS Nimitz Carrier Strike Group, operating off the coast of Southern California, tracked multiple anomalous aerial vehicles. The objects, described as looking like giant white tic-tacs, were tracked on advanced radar systems by multiple ships and aircraft. They were seen descending from an altitude of over 60,000 feet to just above the ocean in a matter of seconds. Commander David Fravor, a decorated FA-18 fighter pilot, had a direct visual encounter with one of these objects. He described it as moving erratically, with no wings, no exhaust plumes, and an ability to outmaneuver his fighter jet effortlessly. His testimony, along with that of his wingman and other personnel, provides a powerful, multi-layered account of something truly extraordinary. Another compelling case is the 1997 Phoenix Lights incident. On the evening of March 13th, thousands of people across Arizona, including the state governor at the time, Fife Symington, witnessed a series of lights and a massive V-shaped craft flying silently over the state. The object was estimated to be over a mile wide. While officials initially tried to explain the event as flares dropped by the military, many witnesses, including pilots and air traffic controllers, disputed this explanation. They insisted that what they saw was a single, solid object moving slowly and silently, blocking out the stars behind it. Governor Symington, a former Air Force pilot himself, later publicly stated that he believed the object was of otherworldly origin. The sheer number of witnesses from all walks of life makes the Phoenix Lights one of the most well-documented mass UFO sightings in history. Let's move on to physical evidence. While often harder to come by and verify, there are cases that present intriguing physical traces. Consider the 1964 Socorro, New Mexico incident. Lonnie Zamora, a local police officer, was in pursuit of a speeding car when he heard a roar and saw a flame in the sky. He went to investigate and found a shiny, egg-shaped object on the ground with two small beings standing beside it. The beings quickly re-entered the craft, which then took off with a loud roar, leaving behind physical landing impressions in the ground and burnt vegetation. The FBI and the Air Force's Project Blue Book investigated the site. They confirmed the physical traces, and the investigators, including UFO skeptic Dr. J. Allen Hynek, could find no conventional explanation. Zamora was known as a reliable officer, and his detailed on-the-spot report has made this one of the most credible close encounter cases on record. Then there's the Rendlesham Forest incident in the UK, often called Britain's Roswell. In December 1980, U.S. Air Force personnel stationed at RAF Woodbridge reported seeing strange lights descending into the nearby Rendlesham Forest. Security patrolmen were sent to investigate and came across a triangular metallic craft. Sergeant Jim Peniston, one of the first on the scene, got close enough to touch the object. He sketched the craft in his notebook, noting strange glyphs on its surface. The following day, investigators found depressions in the ground where the object had landed, as well as elevated radiation levels at the site. The incident involved dozens of military personnel over 3 consecutive nights, and there's an official memo from the Deputy Base Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt, documenting the events. This case is compelling due to the high rank of the witnesses and the documented physical evidence left behind. So what does all this mean? We have declassified military footage, official government reports acknowledging unexplained phenomena, credible testimony from highly trained observers like fighter pilots and police officers, and cases with intriguing physical traces like landing marks and radiation readings. While none of these pieces of evidence on their own scream aliens, when you put them all together, they paint a very compelling picture. They show that something unusual is happening in our skies, and that people in positions of authority are taking it seriously. The conversation is no longer about whether UFOs are real. The evidence shows that UAPs are a genuine phenomenon. The real question now is, what are they? Are they advanced secret technology from another country? Are they natural phenomena we don't yet understand? Or could they be something else entirely, something from beyond our world? The journey to find answers is just beginning. As more information is declassified and more scientists and researchers begin to study this topic openly, we may get closer to solving one of humanity's greatest mysteries. It's an exciting time to be asking these questions. The stigma is fading, and a new era of serious inquiry is dawning. Whatever the final answer may be, the search itself pushes the boundaries of our knowledge and forces us to look at the universe and our place in it in a whole new light. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of real UFO evidence. What do you think is the most compelling case? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into more mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.